Okay, so um, I I'll just give you a made-up example that's like the one I saw. So I'll just say something like, for example, 1 plus x over root x equals 10 over 3, and they want you to solve it. So basically, it was something that looks like this. Now, I think you could do this without much trouble. So I'll just give you a minute to try it, and then I'll go through the answer, okay? How many answers? So who are we missing? Umar and Vanessa. Matar again. Doesn't like coming to tutorials anymore. Vanessa, Matar, and Umar. Were they in earlier? They're just ditching their maths class, is it?
Vanessa was in value.
Okay. Matar, I bet he was. Yeah, he's just ditching the maths. And Umar was out yesterday, wasn't he?
He was here.
Yesterday? Was he in this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Himself and Matar are ditching the maths class. Going off for shawarmas or something. Right, have you got that finished? Okay. Yeah? Okay. What do you do first? Cross multiply, don't you?
Yes.
Or square first.
Yes.
The order is not important. So if you want to square first, you would get 1 plus 2x plus x squared over x equals 100 over 9. Yeah? So that's 9 plus 18x plus 9x squared equals 100x. So 9x squared minus 82x. Is that right? Yeah. Isn't it? Plus 9 equals 0. That's right, isn't it? Is that what you got? Is this? I feel like something went wrong.
I just multiplied by x.
Yeah, and then you have to square. You should end up with this though, too. Okay. Does this have factors?
Yes.
It does. Is one of them x plus 9? X minus 9. And 9x minus 1. So x equals 9. Or 1 over 9. X must be positive, of course. Yeah? Is that okay? I asked Nikita a question earlier, but I didn't really get an answer. In Ukraine, does the impeachment of Trump get much news coverage or not? Like, is it a big thing or
Yeah,
not?
it is a very big thing.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, we have lots of guys who will be through that. I was sitting here and just watching a lot of videos about that because my mom was calling me, like my dad was calling me.
Okay,
Do you
so
know that?
it is big news coverage.
Yes, it is.
And would the impression of the Ukrainian people be that Trump did do something wrong?
Of course.
Yes, I thought so. I thought
course.
so. And I said, well, it's not every year I have a Ukrainian student and the president is impeached. This is a good time to ask. So yes, it is what I thought then. Negative coverage then, yeah.
But another question, like, what is the opinion of Ukrainian people about Ukrainian president in that situation?
Yes, what is their opinion? Positive or negative?
And it depends.
Ah, that's more divided.
Yes.
I see. 50-50?
No, it's like certain signs is positive and certain is negative.
Negative. Okay.
But everyone probably in Ukraine, more than 90%, were really happy because of impeachment.
Okay, 90%. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So a result people are happy with then. Interesting. Okay. Right. Is this one okay? Yeah. So you can see that we've never actually done one in class like this. Although it's not particularly hard, right? Yeah. So I'm saying that as you're rubbing it out. So, any questions with this one? No? Priscilla? No? It's okay? Right. I'm going to give you another one now. Can I scroll down? Yes? So this is the other one we've not done in class. Well, we've kind of done half of it. So I'd ask you to solve for x, which is real. And I'm going to give you two inequalities. The first one, no problem. It'll be, let me think about this. X squared minus x minus 6. No, yes. Yeah. You want to solve for when this is less than or equal to 0. And then the other one. More than or equal to 1 over x more than or equal to 2. Yeah. Okay. So what you need to do is solve each of them separately and then combine the answers. Now we've done ones like that where you have to combine the answers. But what's a little bit different about this one? Yeah, well what's so different about this problem?
Square and
No, we saw how to solve this before, haven't we?
yeah.
So what's so different about this?
Let us do that.
No, you can't see? You think we've done one just like this?
The 1 over
No.
x. Other
Yeah,
than
what's
factor.
unusual about it?
We need to multiply by x. And
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that,
well,
we
the
know
problem-
that's
the-
negative and positive.
The problem
We don't
is
know
here.
that. Okay.
The problem is here. The x is in the denominator. And you're right, there's a problem when you move it.
Yeah.
So you'll have to think about this.
We need to guess, is it positive and is it negative, and we need to check both.
Ah, okay. So guess isn't the word, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Consider.
Consider.
That is one way to do it. Yes, correct. So I'll let you try this for a minute. By the way, the answer in the marking scheme was wrong. So whoever did this did it the wrong way. And in fact, the way they did it, it was... how can I put this? Oh, I don't know if you know this expression. Schoolboy error. Do you know this expression? Does anyone know this expression?
No.
No? Nobody's heard this before.
Can you repeat?
Schoolboy error. Do you know this expression?
I've heard it before.
You heard it before. Do you know what it means?
Like a rookie mistake.
Yes, exactly. Like a rookie mistake. Yeah, yeah. So you might expect a student to make this mistake, but not a teacher. It's like schoolboy error. Yeah. So anyways, I'll let you try this for a minute. Rookie mistake I like. It's very American, but I like it. Well, I certainly hope you can do the first part quite quickly. Finished or stuck?
I think I finished.
You think you're finished? And you?
What?
Finished or stuck?
In the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
In progress.
Yeah.
And what about over here?
What is this? I don't know.
You don't know? What's the story over here?
I think we got the same thing. So it's wrong that we're all wrong. Yeah.
You'll all sync together. Yeah. Good. Okay. Really? Okay. Oh yeah, you're doing it the long way, I forgot. Okay, I'm going to start doing this now, so let's have a look. The first part, what were the two solutions for x?
Minus 2 is 3.
Minus 3,
Minus 2 is 3.
minus 2, and 3.
Yeah. From minus 2 to 3. That's the
Yeah,
same.
okay, so it's like that, isn't it? So what you have is x is between minus 2 and 3, okay? And you need 1 over x greater than or equal to 2. Now what you don't do, which whoever wrote this exam did, which was bad, what's wrong to say is this. Why? Now you know why, Dasha, because you figured out what one way to fix that problem. So why is it wrong to go from here to here? You do know, because you said it right at the start.
Yeah, because x can be minus, negative, or it can be positive.
Yeah.
If it's negative,
You have to flip it
change.
around, yeah. And in fact, that is exactly the situation we have here. X is some number between minus 2 and 3. So it's all syncing together, is it? Yeah, okay. X is some number between minus 2 and 3. Where is it between minus 2 and 3? Well, we don't know exactly, so we are unsure on what to do here. Do we swap it or not? Now, suppose that this answer, by the way, was x is between 2 and 3. Then this would be right, wouldn't it? Because we're certain that x is a positive. Right? But are we certain x is a positive? No. No. So, Dasha, you had one strategy for dealing with this. What was it?
So it was like 2 ways to solve
You have to look at it as the two scenarios. Yeah.
X minus.
Either x is a positive or x is a
Yeah, so
negative.
we need to
Okay?
change.
That's it. But there is another way to do it that's a bit quicker.
Yeah, probably.
Certainly. What is the problem? We cannot multiply by x because we don't know if x is positive or negative. But we could multiply by...
1/2.
No, that wouldn't help get rid of the x out of the denominator. I still want to get the x out of the denominator, get it up somehow. What could we multiply by that is positive and will cancel the x?
X.
X squared.
Positive. X squared.
X squared is positive, true? Do we need to flip the sign? No. Will the x squared cancel the x here? Yes. And now you have this equation. X must be more than or equal to 2x squared. Yes? So that means 2x squared minus x must be more than or equal to 0. You can solve this quadratic.
0, 2.
Yeah. 0.
Or 2.
Is it 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's 2? Are you sure it's 2?
No,
Because
it's
2
not. It's
times
not.
2 squared minus 2 is not 0.
It's not.
Did you use the calculator? And did you type in 2 minus 1, 0? Ah.
Yeah.
Top?
Yeah.
It's a half, okay. That's better. Right. And I want it to be more than or equal to 0. So I want it to be here and here. Okay. So let's look at our answer now. We're saying that x must be between minus 2 and 3 and x must be less than or equal to 0 or x must be more than or equal to a half. But there's actually something wrong with this answer. Because if you go back to the question, is x allowed to be 0? No, so
To pull that dot.
yeah, you need to get rid of this now because you can't actually have x being 0. Okay, so let's combine the answer. X must be between minus 2 and 3.
But we need
It
to-
must be less than 0 or more than a half. So here what you're saying is x cannot be in 0, a half. And here you're saying x to be in minus 2 and 3. You want to put these two together to make one answer. So x should be somewhere between minus 2 and 3, but it can't be between 0 and a half. So what you'll end up saying is x should be minus 2 to 0, not including 0.
From half to 3.
Yeah,
Not
including a
Not
half.
included. Not included.
No, including.
Included? What?
Yeah. Yeah, including.
Okay, so we need to change that.
No,
to
that's-
second bracket. No, up,
Which one? Here? No, that's right.
right?
Yeah, because I'm saying not.
Not the up.
Yeah.
Included.
There you go. That's the answer.
Wait, Richard, I don't understand why just now you said we cannot do the 1 over x bigger than 2, right?
Yeah.
But at the end, we did say x is bigger than a half.
Because you know if x is half.
Oh,
Did we
wait,
say,
wait,
no, we
wait,
said
wait.
1 over x should be bigger than or equal to 2. Yeah. But actually, we're not finished yet because
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
one of those answers is wrong. Which one? And why? Yeah, why?
Real, no.
No, you're not including the 0, so don't worry about that. Yes, well, if you think about it, if you put one of these answers, let's zoom out. If you put this answer in here and here, you'll discover, okay, let's pick a number between half and a 3. 3. Let's make it even easier, 1. Okay, so what's 1 squared minus 1 minus 6? 1 minus 1?
Minus 6.
Minus 6. Is minus 6 less than 0? Yeah. Okay. And what if I put 1 in here? 1 over 1, is that more than or equal to 2?
It is less.
Yeah. So something's gone wrong here.
Yeah.
Oh! No, it's here. Oh, screw it. I'll just do the blooming question again because I made a pig's dinner of it. Right, sorry, what was the first equation? X squared.
Minus x minus 6 less or equal 0.
Yeah. And
1 over x more or equal to
1 over x more than or equal to 2, wasn't it? Okay, so here we definitely got the right answer.
minus 2, 3.
Minus 2, 3, and x should be between minus 2 and 3.
Right.
Yeah? Okay, now let's be a bit more careful here, make sure I get it right. Multiply everything by x squared. Yeah? So that means x is more than or equal to 2x squared. So 0 less than or more than or equal to 2x squared minus x. 0 less than or equal to x, 2x minus 1. That's a
No.
0, a half, and we want to be underneath. This is where I screwed up. I shaded in the wrong side. It's less than 0. In my previous answer, I must have wrote it as more than 0, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I screwed that up. So that was my mistake there. Okay, so that,
We can't include 0.
and we can't include 0, and 0 less than x less than or equal to a half. Okay, so how do these two combine? How do they combine? You need x to be between minus 2 and 3, and you need x to be between 0 and a half. So how can you have both? How can x be between minus 2 and 3 and be between 0 and a half?
Just split it from 0 and half.
Have it just between 0 and a half.
Yes.
Will this be true? Obviously. Will this be true?
Yes.
Yeah. Any number between 0 and a half is also between minus 2 and 3. So this is the answer. Okay, sorry about that screw up. Right, that's it now. So yeah, the ship that was following your ship was about to sink and then came back up. Right, so those are the two questions I've seen in past papers that have not been in the workbook. We're not in the workbook and we're not on the syllabus. So I was just doing that to be careful. There is actually one other little thing. It's a describe thing. So I just want to make sure you describe it correctly with the right answers. So can I scroll down a bit? Yeah? Yeah? So I'm going to give some cubic. It's not really important what it is. I'll just say x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1. Okay? And the question would be something like calculate something like f1 and let's see, I think we could go with something like minus 3. And then okay, so that part's obviously easy, right? The next part I just want to check is explain the result. Explain or give something useful about the result or explain the result. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. This one here, when you sub it in, you'll get 4. It's going to be a positive answer. And when you sub this in, whatever it is, you get a negative answer. So for like 1 mark, it was a 1 mark question. What does that tell us about the cubic? Or, what can we know about the behavior between minus 3 and 1? Something must have happened between minus 3 and 1. There must be something between minus 3 and 1. What do we think? You don't need to write anything. All the values, it doesn't matter. f1 is a positive number, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. 4 actually. And f minus 3 is a negative number when you sub it in. It doesn't really matter what it is. But the fact that one of them is positive and one of them is negative tells us something has happened, or there is something between the two
Turning
answers.
point.
Not a turning point, no. No. Would it be right to say there's a root between -3 and 1? Would it? Yeah?
Can be. Roots over like roots of
When you
two.
put in 1, you get a positive number. When you put in -3, you get a negative number. So, the only way that can happen, that you get a positive here and a negative here, is if at some point, at least once, but maybe even more than once, the graph crossed through the x-axis. That's the only way to connect these 2 points, isn't it? So therefore, the answer is, there must be a root between -3 and 1. There must be a root there.
X-intercept.
Yeah, an x-intercept. How else can we go from a negative y value to a positive y value unless we cross the axis? Okay, would that mark have been lost for all of you?
Yes.
For sure. Right. Well, like I said, it's unlikely they'll ask this one because they're not really supposed to. Because actually that's in semester 2, that concept. Yeah? Okay, is there any particular topics that you're feeling a little bit iffy on still? Just want to do a random one? Okay.
Can we have a optimization problem?
Which one?
Just optimization problem.
Oh, we did one last time, didn't we, with the box? Was that one okay or not?
Was it box? Yes.
Okay. Well, then that's good. Oh, I forgot. The internet in this room is terrible. I don't think I can load up the database.
No, we can.
Yeah, but then everyone will be looking at a different question because it's random.
But we can send it to WhatsApp group.
Maybe you'll get your wish and we can do an optimization question then.
I can give you a hotspot.
Yes, and I have hotspot on my phone as well, but it wasn't working either. But maybe let me just check. I got internet. Let me see. Yeah, good. No, I got internet today. So let me make a hotspot. What am I doing? Tethering. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Generate a random Maths Part 1 question. Okay, off you go. You definitely do not need the full 5 minutes for this one. Oh, I'm uploading the answers. I hope to get it done this week. So the next feature I'll add in is I'll make this a link so you can click it for the answer. That'll be the next thing to add in. So that'll be nice. That will show that column. It'll be so great with his database. Got it done, Mo? Yeah. Decimal answer? Yeah. Has Colin given you his database, or is he still holding on to it?
Only.
Yeah, like it's something precious now.
That's good.
Got it done? Decimal answer? What you got? No. Be confident now. What do you get? No? Okay, fine. Right, let's have a look at this. Integrate from 1 to 2.5, 5 over x minus 3ex dx. So that will equal 5 log x minus 3. Already, Ishpreet, what did you write? What? Oh, Ishpreet. Okay. 1 and 2.5. Yeah? So that's equal to 5 log 2.5 minus 3e 2.5 minus 5 log 1, which is 0, minus 3e1. Now, I could type this in on the calculator, guys. I could type it on the calculator and be finished right now. But just to do something a little bit different, they could have said give the exact answer, right? So, or they could have said give your answer in the form of log a natural number. And the problem is this is a decimal. So, you know, in a situation like that, I would change this into log 5 over 2 minus 3e 5 over 2 plus 3e. Right? And this would equal 5 log 5 minus 5 log 2 minus 3 square root e5 plus 3e. Okay, now, Mo, do you mind typing that exact thing in on the calculator? I'm imagining the question could have said, give the exact answer with no decimals. Do you understand what I reimagined the question as? You can't give any decimals in the answer. I should say with no decimals or fractions. There we go. They've never said that before, but why not? They could. You know, because they do say sometimes to give the exact answer, right? And they do sometimes specify the form, right? So, why not? There could be. Right, what is this, Mo? And is that what you got? Good. Okay. It's okay?
No,
What's the problem?
my calculator.
Ah. Where's... Oh.
Never mind, I think I
Another question? Yes? Ah, easy peasy. 3 minutes. finish, yeah. They don't even ask you to sub in a value for x. Yeah. I think we can do this one now. So, dy dx equals, Ishpreet, what's the first one here? Go on, what's it?
5
Yeah.
log
Did you say log?
log.
No, Ishpreet, no. E5x. Next, what did you write?
Positive 24 x.
Oh, for the next one. Yeah. Plus 24x power.
Negative 5.
Good. And then lastly, Dasha, what's the last piece there? 8 over x. Yeah. Fine.
To memorize the rules.
No, well, you don't need to because they're in the formula book. But I mean, they should be familiar at this point, shouldn't they, Ishpreet? Yeah. Okay. No, let's not do another one of these. Or
Is this indefinite?
yeah.
Can we?
Oh, it's quick. Yeah, let's just do this one. Yeah, got it. Yeah. So, Ishpreet, I'll pick on you again. What's the first one? No. Be confident. Yes, it is. And what's next? Anybody? Dasha, what's the next one here?
12x minus 3
Over minus 3.
minus
And then the last one? No. This? No. What is it?
Yeah.
No.
0.
No.
3. Just
No.
3.
No.
1
No. Oh, I'm glad I did this one now.
It's 0.
It's 3 log x.
Oh.
Oh, dang it. Oh, snap. Right, this is 2x4 plus 4 over x cubed plus 3 log x plus c. Yeah. Got that? Yeah. You fell for their trick. They deliberately wrote it like this to have you, what's the word? Misdirection. Yes, it's 3 over x. And if they wrote 3 over x, you would say log x. So you see what they did there? This is called, it's called a misdirection. They had you use the rule twice to try and trick you to use it a third time. It's deliberate. It was done on purpose this way. Yeah, and it worked. It worked. Right, let's see if we got... Ah yeah, we'll finish on this one. Are you in a bag of popcorn?
Exactly.
Okay. Where did you microwave it?
Oh.
Oh, you live on campus?
No, just 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, right. Finished? No? Okie dokie, you got that? Yeah? So, the first thing you need to worry yourself about is just rewriting this as log x minus e to the minus x.
Yes, so that's why.
Yeah. That's the sound of someone realizing they did something wrong, is it? So what's dy dx? Ah, yes, excellent. You're doing lots of learning today. Great. Okay, so log x, derivative, 1 over x, which I'll write as x minus 1, and this one will be plus e minus x. And the second derivative,
What?
Minus 1 over x
Minus
squared.
x. If we put minus 1 to the coefficient, then we will have.
here,
No.
here,
Yeah.
minus minus.
So that's why.
That's a plus.
Yeah. Why we have still minus on it?
Still up the top.
Yeah.
Ah, this does not change in differentiating or integrating. Yes. Minus x minus 2 minus e minus x, and more rubbing out, and x is 0.4. So at 0.4, this will equal minus 1 over 0.4 squared minus 1 over e minus e power 0.4. Well, you don't even have to do that. I mean, you can just type it in on the calculator as minus bracket 0.4 power minus 2 minus e power minus 0.4. So to 3 decimal places, what do we get? What is it?
Minus 6.92.
Oh, so the third decimal places is 0, is it? Okay, so you better write the 0 just to be safe in the exam. Now the reason you write the 0, if you got the right answer, if you wrote 6.92, you would get the marks. But the purpose of writing the 0 is in case you make a mistake. If you made a mistake in your calculation, but at the last step you demonstrated that you rounded correctly to 3 decimal places, then you can get the rounded mark. However, if you write down 6.92, I don't know if you rounded that to 2 or 3 places. Do you know? So in case you got it wrong, you should put in the 0 here to demonstrate you understand that it's 3 decimal places. It could save you a mark if you made a mistake. So at least you don't get 0 for the question, you know? Okay, so it kind of seems like we're still a little bit shaky on the old derivative and antiderivative, huh? Yeah, you might want to be doing more. But you know that you can do random by topic, don't you?
Yes.
Or even better still, you could list all the questions in that topic. That might be a good idea. Yeah, might be. Generate a worksheet. First order derivative by rule, for example. So how many questions do you have to practice? 35.
Should be good by then.
You should be an expert by then. And definite integrals. 37. And then lastly, indefinite integrals. 13. Oh, what the? Oh, naughty, naughty. You should be, you're in the wrong group. 642. Everybody else is okay. Right, okay.
Teacher, what's the percentage of accuracy for your database now?
The upload? I'm only very rarely seeing, just like right now, problems. So, I'd say it's 95 plus. Are you in this room? No. Finished? Nice. catch up on your episodes?
Not yet.
Ah,
I will.
you will. Okay.
Teacher, me and Dorian will watch Rick and Morty together.
You're watching Rick and Morty.
Not yet, but we will.
Yeah, because you keep saying, "Oh yeah, I need to watch that."
Yeah.
Whoops.
That day when you said to me, like, what are you doing in that class? If you don't know what means Rick and Morty, I was telling my small younger brother, I was like, please explain.
Did he know Rick and Morty?
Yeah, of course. You just
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know you had a cool brother. How old is he?
7.
Oh, he shouldn't be watching Rick and Morty if he's 7.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I was
a little
trying
bit
to
too
voice some
adult.
accents.
A little bit
What
too
is that
adult.
about?
There's no way to explain it.
No.
It's not weird.
There's no sentence to explain it because they have different adventures every time.
Yeah.
If you know,
It's like what, an adult version of Gravity Falls or something like this? Yeah.
But it's really cool. Like everything is just Robin
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, bye.
Right, see ya.
See you.